Hi guys, welcome to the Chef's Backyard. Today I'm here with...
Hey guys.
Chef Teddy!
Hey!
Today we're going to show you how to make sushi. We're going to make sushi rice and then we're going to make sushi. So we're going to do it by hand, and then we got a really cool tool called the Sushi Bazooka. So...
when's the last time you made sushi?
Oh, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah?
But I have done it before. It probably wasn't as good as what we're gonna make now. But yeah, I've done it in the past.
It's been a minute, man. Same here. I mean, places I used to work at, and you know, I was trying to get this. This is like the most important thing right here. Everybody that learns to make sushi, the rice is like the best important thing. So at this point, we're gonna make the actual sushi rice seasoning. That's basically the marinade. That's where you get the sticky rice. And you can. And the cool test is, we're not gonna damage your walls, but you throw the rice on the wall and it sits there, we're ready to go. So
Right, like pasta, right?
yeah, pasta. If you can stick that pasta in the wall, you're good to go. You know. So
Cool.
So mostly your ingredients you're gonna be having. You're gonna have some rice wine vinegar. This brand is really great. It's good. You can have it sweet and it's soury. You don't want to use any other kind of vinegar. You can use like apple cider and such, but you have to kind of tone it down a little bit. But this is still fine. Mirin's like a nice, sweet, simple syrup version, the Japanese simple syrup. You can make your own as well, the same thing, but with the specializes, with those flavors that they have, it actually helps and incorporates that and mellows out the flavor. A pinch of salt and some kombu, which is basically like kelp seaweed that's in basically far deep in the ocean and kind of like swims in it with everybody else.
Yeah.
It comes out with a sea type flavor. It's not going to be where it's super fishy or super seaweed type flavor taste. It's very hard, so you can't eat it at the moment, but if you actually cook it down, they're great for little snacks too as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what do we need?
So right now we're gonna do some rice wine vinegar. Pop that open, and then we're gonna get this guy back out too as well. I look at more of a 1-to-1 ratio on everything. It's always nice, so you want to do 1 ratio of mirin. We'll do a measuring cup. So with this amount for 2 cups, I would say probably 2 ounces, because you don't want to overdo everything. 2 ounces of mirin, 2 ounces of rice wine vinegar. Let's go 3. I'm sorry, 3 ounces. A pinch of salt. There we go.
Perfect.
So then that's sitting there. That's going to be the flavor that's coming out. And then from here, you're just basically having this mix ready to go for that batch.
Okay.
Usually I'll add like handashi, which is also a good way to add like the umami flavor.
Yeah.
So that will kind of help balance it out a little bit too as well.
Okay. What about the furikake?
Furikake, that's the more like the after seasoning. So you get like that seasoning with the sesame seeds and all that 9 yards. But again, if you don't have handashi with the like kind of like the sort of a fish stock flavor, this will be fine as the kelp flavor to help balance it off a little bit too.
Okay, perfect.
So you'll get a different umami. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Now we're just gonna have to sit and wait until the rice gets done.
All right, guys. So now we are ready to season the rice. We've got the rice cooked. We added some of the kombu in there.
It's been sitting for about 10-15 minutes to let it steam. And now we're ready to incorporate everything else. So we're gonna take the seaweed out. Save that later, we can eat that, it's edible. Okay, I'm gonna get the rice pan. Okay, like that. Take that rice. Okay, and just do this one for now a little bit. Just like how you have your rice vinegar. So I'm gonna do half since I'm doing only half of this portion of it. So just about enough to cover the rice. Okay. As I'm folding it, you guys won't see this, but there's actually a fan over here as well that's blowing this way. So it's helping it to aerate the rice seasoning, and it's gonna smell like vinegary a little bit, but at the same time, you still want the rice to kind of max a little bit as well. So right now, I'm not pushing it, I'm not pressing it or anything. I'm folding it where the rice is incorporating that flavor because it's gonna just sit on the skin of the rice. So I'm just wanting all of that to pretty much spread into the rice. So letting that sit at the same time. Probably add a little more. Okay. But now you can smell it though. You definitely smell that pungent flavor. Everything else.
But there's definitely a sweetness to the aroma.
Oh yeah, no, that's coming from the mirin. Definitely gets the job done. Really. At first, when you smell the actual rice, when you open it with the kombu, you start smelling that first.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you got it from. And then pretty much you want to see how I'm spraying the rice around instead of clumping in the center. Kind of make a little well to help that to air out a little bit. And right now we're just trying to get it to room temperature down the rib. So it doesn't have to be too hot. So if the bowl is still kind of warm, if you put ice and everything, yes, it definitely does help you, but this way it just kind of helps in a very natural direction.
All right, guys, so we've got our vegetables here, and we're gonna show you how to prep them out. We've got some avocado, some cucumber, lemons and limes. We've got some orange. We got some carrots, garlic, and ginger.
So we're basically going to make a couple of sauces and a couple of vegetable garnishes, and then also the filling for the sushi. We'll probably do ponzu, make some ponzu sauce.
Okay.
Be really nice. We'll probably do like a nice little marinade for the actual, for the fish. What fish did you bring?
All right, guys, so here's our veggies, and we've got some equipment that we're gonna use to prep. We're gonna need a knife. We've got a peeler. I've got a julienne peeler, and we've got our mandolin. So let's show you how we're gonna prep this stuff up.
So a few things we're gonna do. We're gonna do some that are gonna be thin slices. Some are also gonna be just cut in slices for julienne cuts, and then we're also gonna do some for pickling as well.
Okay.
So just different steps on each kind of cuts. And then if you have some scraps, we can use that to garnish onto the table too as well.
Okay, perfect.
So cool. So we're going to be making ponzu sauce.
Ponzu sauce. The crowd goes wild.
It's really great for good marinades for your fish, or a great sauce that goes on the side. Say again?
You use it for dipping?
A dipping, definitely, yeah. It's great for a lot of things. But we're gonna do like
so good.
Very, very classic style dish of ponzu. So you're gonna have a bunch of citrus. So I have some variations: oranges, lemons, and limes. We're gonna have some rice wine vinegar, a little bit of mirin again, some soy sauce. We're gonna have some ginger, garlic for aromatics, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a tad bit of granulated sugar. You can have an option of having your zester and also a
citrus press.
But either or is your choice and how it goes from there. So if you don't have it, it's okay. You don't have to zest everything, but we're just gonna get the flavors and everything from the lemons and oranges and limes. So cool, let's get started.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's zest oranges, a lime, and a lemon. As you do that, I'm gonna do some of these kind of fun stuff.
How much zest do you want? Do you want a lot?
Just a half of orange, maybe a whole lemon, and maybe like a lime or a lime and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is gonna be great for making, you know, these sauces, and they can sit in the fridge for, you know.
What I like about it is the zest really adds the flavor of that fruit without adding additional acidity.
Man, to be honest with you, have that smell-o-vision. I swear, like, you can smell that right now.
Oh yeah,
it smells good. Sounds like a cocktail in my drink coming on.
There you go.
That old-fashioned, man. Jeez,
right.
Put that in there. Okay, some limes, and juice this out. Now, when you get to the rind part where it's getting too white, you can stop there. You don't have to get all the way too extensive. Just again, just adding the flavors to it to help it. All that oil essential that's actually off of the skin too helps it kind of get that flavor.
Oh yeah.
And marry them all together as well. Cool. As he's doing that, I'm going to make a little mixture for the base of the flavors. Okay, so right now we have a little bit left over of the mirin and the rice wine vinegar. So I'm gonna add a little more rice wine vinegar. Let's just say right now it's at 2 ounces of, I'm gonna add just 1 more ounce of rice wine vinegar. Okay. Then we're gonna also add another ounce of mirin. As I'm doing this, he's going to he's gonna squeeze out some of the citrus in there.
Okay.
Okay.
How much of the orange?
Oh, full orange, 2 limes, 1 lemon. Get a full blast, and then we'll go from there. A little bit of pepper in this mixture. Maybe 3 pinches would be nice. Be a little generous on peppers. I love peppers.
Oh yeah.
Salt, same thing. 2 pinches. Just remember you're adding soy sauce and everything else, so it's gonna help you justify the flavor. So we're gonna add some sugar. I would say about a nice little ounce and a half, and then some soy sauce. Doesn't have to be kind of fancy soy sauce. Kikkoman soy sauce is always a good brand, and it's always everywhere. You can get those little packages, or if you have like, man, if I'm at home or like you go out to have a little takeout, Chinese takeout, you're gonna see those little packages. Use them, save them. I know you have them in your little drawers. You can save them too as well. Okay, so soy sauce, we're gonna add probably about roughly about 2 to 3 ounces. So we're gonna have a total of 8 ounces total. Okay?
Okay.
All the mixture that's in here. Here, that's a little different. That's gonna be from depending on how much juice you get out of everything. I'm gonna get a little mixer real quick. spoon. Perfect. Just trying to agitate the sugar so it dissolves. That smells wonderful. Nice. And then the cool thing is, before we can throw all those away, if you want to let your marinade sit, you can actually have the rinds let it sit in the actual juice over time. Yeah, you can go ahead. And you can let it all sit in there and all that flavor is going to come out. But just make sure that you have a strainer so all the seeds are, you know, get out of the way as well. So we're going to cover all this together. Okay. Okay. We're just going to agitate that one more time. That looks great. Look at that. Nice, lovely. Okay. So this will sit overnight, let all that flavor soak in. Okay. There you go. Cool.
All right, guys, so we've got another bowl and a strainer. We're gonna go ahead and strain out that ponzu. Let it marinate.
Nice. Cool. So yeah, so you have all that citrus flavor with the soy. It's gonna be sweet, pickly kind of direction. So now we're gonna do some garlic, some ginger for a little aromatics. I'll say about 3 to 4 cloves if anything, and then probably like a gram, maybe less than that. Actually, we'll just cut this one too. But this one you really want to do is you're gonna clean off all of the skin off. If you're not great with the knife, you can use a peeler as well. I like neat tricks. I'm always about trying to find ways to have a shortcut but still effective, but not cutting yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna get the ginger. I'm gonna get a little grater. I'm just gonna grate that in there. This will help it to be like a little paste. All that fiber will come out and everything, so it'll be great. I'll show you real quick. Look at that. Oh, this looks delicious.
Beautiful.
Okay. Cool. As John is peeling off the skin. Did you know if you put 2 bowls together and you shake them, as you push them and pull them, you can get all of them out at the same time?
Oh yeah, and it makes a lot of noise too, especially if you use metal bowls.
If you want to wake up some kids.
Clang, clang, clang. I used to do that in one of my kitchens just to grab everybody's attention.
Oh, even better. And working at the same time?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh man, you need to slow it down, sir. All right. Okay. And that ginger, that should be good. Look at that. I'm just gonna tap that, or get a spoon.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes. Let's get all that in there as well. So that ginger is all incorporated in there as well. Now you can also do the same thing as well with the garlic, but I like my slices better because I like garlic, and garlic's always been a good favorite to me. So I am going to finely chop them and have little bits and pieces of that, so then I can taste it. Okay. All right. Oh, y'all don't see this, but kids don't do this at home, but I'm watching the video at the same time chopping this.
Pro moves.
Okay. Alright. Okay. And just to get enough to be where it's almost nice and chopped, diced, but not too chunky, but just a little bit. Okay, let's scrape it all up, put it right in. Okay.
So now we're gonna make some different, a spicy mayo. Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, so we're gonna have your super essential, so your sriracha. This is a Japanese called Kewpie, which is a Kewpie mayo. If you don't have this, it's okay. If you have just regular mayo, it is okay. So we're gonna have these two. Then we're gonna have a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of rice wine vinegar, again mirin, and a tad bit of sugar. So we're gonna have a bowl with a whisk, so that you guys are gonna be using too as well. Okay. So from here, we're going to do. I usually call it a. That's the right. I got the count. Gotcha. I usually do like a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
So 3 ounces of this or 4 ounces of this, of the mayo, and maybe 1 ounce or 2 ounces, depending on how it goes.
Right.
So you want to just kind of verify from there. So 2, 3. Nice little quick. A little bit of sriracha. See how I didn't put too much. Okay. Splash of soy sauce. Okay.
Pinch of sugar?
Yeah, just a pinch of sugar. We're just gonna do a little amount. We're not gonna do too much. If you want a little more accurate count, we'll get that on the recipe too as well. So, okay, splash of vinegar and a splash of mirin as well. Okay, that will help it solidify. It makes it nice and delicious. So, as I'm mixing it, you can start seeing the color changing a little bit pinkish.
And so that's what you'll find drizzled on top of the sushi rolls right after they're finished?
Oh yeah, and then sometimes they're like, oh, you want it spicier? Just go ahead and add more sauce. Okay. Now, if you really want more spicier, then, you know, you just need to go talk to your doctors about that. Okay, so that is all mixed. And that is nice. We're gonna add just a little more sugar, just kind of sweet up the bump, and a little tad bit of rice wine vinegar as well. Okay. Then after this is done, you want to make sure you let this sit in the cooler for about a good 30 minutes, so it goes back and solidifies, and it'll make it nice and saucy.
All right, guys. So we got some salmon from our fishmonger, and let's show you how to take care of it. So there's a collar piece and a tail piece. So this is up by the collar, up by the head, and this is down by the tail.
We're gonna rinse these off a little bit. Okay. So. Want to dry out your fish. Make sure it's nice. Okay. Yeah. Flip that over. And then do the same thing. I'm gonna dry that out. Okay. All right. Gonna take that fish. We're gonna save this on the side. Get that. Then upside down. Same thing as well. Okay, so at this point right now, this is where you're gonna want to fish out the bones. Sometimes the butcher's doesn't get all the way, so you want to make sure that you feel your fish.
Oh yeah, especially right there.
Yeah, see if there's any other bones left. Which this is actually still fine. Yeah, this is good. Okay, and then you want to cut it later on when you want to get the size. Same goes with this one. Just double check. Just want to make sure all your sides and everything as well. Just want to double check. See. Okay. And if anything, if you don't know if you feel it or not, so you can use your knife to run your knife, the back of your knife, and you just kind of see if you hear any clinks. Don't. You are good to go. Yep. We're good to go. Cool. All right, so let's work on the top part. Okay, so usually a lot of times this is like the main section right here. Usually you cut this side right here to get the scraps. You can use this for something else. Usually, you know, do a tartare. You can add this for more of like a poke bowl or something. You can clean that off and everything too as well.
So that's the fatty belly part right there.
So at this point right now, you still have skin side and flesh. So we're gonna actually try to go and Just try to cut as much as you can off. See this where this the fat cap right there is going to be leaning towards, and then this is the fatty tuna that you're going to see right here that a lot of people love to eat. So we're going to go from the fat cap under as much as you can. Okay, make a nice little incision. Okay, then from there you're going to go from the bottom. You're going to try to slide it all the way to the bottom. Okay, all the way to the bottom. Voila. And separate that. Keep the skin if you like. It's up to you and your choice. Go from the back one more time. Just kind of do a nice little cut trim if you need to. Usually you can do one swipe, which is okay. Remember, this is all at home, so practice makes perfect. You can probably do it all at once. Okay. I usually try to cut the bloodline as much as I can in the back. So that will help you get all that out. Cool. All right, nice. So since we're doing more towards sushi, we're gonna cut these into strips versus sashimi cuts that you normally will see at the sushi places. So we're just gonna nice long strips. This will go right into the sushi. Okay. Okay, goes right there. Okay, this one as well. Just double check on everything. We're gonna go from bottom, clean up to where you leave, bottom. Then you gotta go all the way at the top. You can even hold the actual skin and just kind of slowly press down. And you'll see that you'll get as far as you can to the skin and the flesh. Good. Take that back to the side, flip that over, kind of get the non-pretty part. Usually they cover that and hide it, but you know, you can kind of get it from there. Okay, again, slowly, if you want to clean that out and make it nice and pretty, just kind of get the bloodline off as well. This will help you nice and clean. Okay, see how that's going. Now from here you can actually cut that right in half, doesn't have to be. And that'll be a nice beautiful fillet that you will see here. Again, you're gonna cut that middle one. Okay. Okay. Same goes with this side. So now this side I'm gonna do my version and clean that. Now this is optional. You don't have to clean the bloodlines, but for me it has a little bit of like irony to the taste, but if you have it all mixed together, it'll be fine. So again, one more time, just gonna clean that off. Okay, there we go, cool. All right, and then same goes with the sashimi style if they want to. Quarter cuts. Nice little thick pieces you can have. And we can make some roses off of these and kind of make them nice and beautiful. Or you can have them and cut them into like more of poke style if you wanted to. But since we're doing some sushi versus sushi bazooka, we're gonna do a little more of a sushi style. So, in there. And then after that, you can let them sit and marinate for maybe like a good 2 minutes, minute or two in the marinade, and then you can serve it from there later on.
Marinated in the ponzu
sauce, yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. But we don't have to do it right now. We can just kind of save it till later. So we're gonna go ahead and get fish. There. Fish 2 here. Okay. And then here's the last piece right here. Again, we're gonna use this. We can probably do it like a different style. We'll probably do like pokes. That'd be cool too. So let's do poke style. Okay. I know a lot of poke places, they cut them bigger, but it's okay. I like them nice and tiny, because then all the flavor can incorporate in. Cool. And that's another style you can do. And then from here we can go and finish it off and do strips, so we can do those for the sushi. Cool. And then you get to use that for everything. All right, cool. So we're gonna be doing a quick marinade on this fish. We're gonna add a little bit of sake actually today, and some of that ponzu sauce that we have here. So we just pour a little bit in the ponzu here. I'm gonna shake up. Oh, it's not the milk one? Okay, that's cool. This one's good too. There's also the milk one, which is also really nice. So.
The nigori?
Yeah, but this one, the Gekigan, is also good as well. So, all right. The reality. Okay, but first thing you gotta take a sip. You gotta make sure it's good. All right, so we're gonna pour like an ounce or two. Okay. And we're gonna take a nice little mixture that's gonna help it to marinate and slowly get a quick cook on the fish. And it'll taste really good. So I'm just gonna slowly add everything in there. So all the bits and pieces that we have. There's also some of the strips. Okay. You're gonna start seeing the color starts to change a little bit too. All that's actually because the acid you're having, it's just like ceviche. You know, you're pretty much like cooking the meat, but the color is gonna start to change into a. So just be careful when you sit in this. Don't let it oversit, because let it oversit, you're gonna overcook it, and you don't want the fish to be cooked. But right. Like I said, take about a minute or two, let it sit for a second, and then call it a day from there.
Enjoy some sake.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so now we are ready to make some rolls. We've got our rice made, we've got our vegetables prepped, we've got our meat processed, marinated, and we're ready to roll. This whole project came about because I saw this online. It's called a sushizi, also a sushi bazooka, and got kind of excited about it and wanted to try it. So this is the sushi bazooka. And then Teddy's gonna roll some with the regular style. Now, one of the things, because the rice is sticky, we want to give it a quick spray down with some vegetable oil. And so that way the sushi rice doesn't stick. All right, I think we are ready for the next step.
Cool. All right. Well, as he's gonna kind of nice little wipe down on that with the, okay, get it all kind of rubbed right in. He's gonna make his version of sushi bazooka, and we're gonna go against a regular sushi.
All right.
You ready? You excited?
I'm excited.
I'm super excited. So what's this bowl of water for?
Okay, so we're gonna have our rice that we had that was covered. We're gonna soak your hands, actually, to be honest with you. You're gonna soak them, get a little wet, and then you grab some rice. This will help you kind of not have your hands all sticky with the rice.
Oh, got it.
So I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab like a little handful, right? And then I'm gonna start kind of slowly adding that in.
So I'll grab a handful.
Yes. It's gonna have. With this, I'm doing more traditional, so it's going to be more like a one layer rice. You might actually have a little thicker layer of rice, but
yeah, I think this one will have more rice in it for sure.
Yeah, so I'm just going to spread this out. Are we racing? Man, you seem like you're racing.
No. I'm here to learn, Teddy. I'm here to learn.
Oh man.
Okay, we're racing. All right, so now that I've got that, I want to put this in there Whoops. It's got hinges. And then we fold it up. And so this step helps to create the middle part so that you can put your fillings in there. Oh, look at that. All right. So then I'm gonna do some carrots.
Okay.
You do carrots on one side.
Yeah, mine is a little one layer setup right here. It's okay if it gets on the sides because we're gonna pick that up a little bit.
Get over here.
Cool. I'm gonna start from here at the bottom where I can fill everything. All right.
Then I'm gonna do some cucumber.
I'm gonna probably follow you a little bit too. Cut some avocados as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put my knife right here real quick.
Okay.
Okay. I'll grab some cucumbers.
I'm gonna use this to press the veggies into the rice.
Nice. Okay.
That'll give me a little bit more room. And then I can add that avocado.
Some carrots. Somebody cut in some avocado for me too?
I will definitely cut you some avocado.
I appreciate that. Cool. All right. This will be a good time to add some of that seasoning. A little rice seasoning too as well
okay.
for a kake.
Oh,
You
okay.
could probably put some of that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Look at that. Oh, that looks good already. Let me go ahead and add the marinated salmon in here. Okay. Just put it nice and tug. Probably do one more set as well. I think one will be good. Yeah, let's just do one. One layer. We'll set up and everything. Oh, look at that. Nice. I'm gonna add a little bit of spicy aioli inside just for flavor. Be nice.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll probably do like a spoonful of that ponzu sauce that we had left over from the.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's gonna be delicious. So I've got carrots, I've got cucumbers, and now I have avocado.
Cool. I'll grab some. Perfect. And I'm gonna do a layer.
And I'm gonna grab some of this salmon.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that. It fit.
Fits. Hey.
All right, nice.
Look at that. Okay. Well, I'm ready to roll.
I'm
Are you ready to roll? Okay.
I'm ready to roll. Let's see. So now I have to put this back here at the base.
Okay.
This looks like it's going to be challenging.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna go and start rolling as he is assembling.
This cap, and that's going to help me to press it together.
Nice little tug on mine. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this.
Okay. I think I'm ready to roll. Let's see.
Mine's gonna be more of a nice.
Oh.
Whoa! Slow it down, Captain. Look at that.
Just bring it together.
I'm gonna finish this too.
Bring it together.
Tuck that down my side. Man, look at his. His almost like 100% too even. Oh man, let's do the comparison real quick.
Right. Oh, but you can definitely tell that yours is made. gonna taste pretty awesome.
Once we get the cross sections, that'll be a different story.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and give this a little press too.
Okay.
I do notice that I have a little bit of the nori kind of hanging off.
Usually a fun way to just add a little bit of that rice.
Okay.
And just do like a little. Just,
oh yeah, perfect. And then that way it'll stay.
yeah, and you just press it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotcha. Little neat tricks.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm ready to cut mine.
All right, let's get some of this stuff out of the way.
Sure.
And we'll get a pretty plate.
Okay. Oh, that's a careful. Just some wasabi.
Oh yeah.
Ponzu sauce. Oh, wow. As he's cutting his, I'm gonna do a little garnish on the plates. Nice little cute designs. Had this little sashimi rosy design. There you go. Nice.
There you are.
Thank you. So I'm gonna wet my knife real quick one more time. Okay. I'm gonna cut mine in half.
Okay.
Okay. One more time. With my knife.
See, that's the step I'm missing.
It's okay. Usually a little wet towel. That was also will really go really well. Yeah. There you go. Like a little wet towel. Be perfect. You always want it nice and wet so you can cut it. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna cut the ends on mine. This will call the chef bites.
All right.
I love those.
Right.
Alright.
In fact, that's what that one is.
Okay. Alright. One more time. Yeah.
Switch that out.
Okay. Then just clean that knife real quick. Get a nice little towel to dry that out. Put that back. Okay. And that being said, we can do 3 sets there. That.
Oh man, that's beautiful. All right, so now you added the mayo into yours. I'm gonna do a little garnish on top.
Oh, look at you.
Let's see. I really like how yours got stacked.
Thanks. Nice. Ooh.
And then on mine, I'm gonna also do a little bit of that furikake just as the garnish on top because I missed that on the inside. And as you were doing yours, I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna use mine as a garnish.
Hey, there we go.
So, guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial on how to make sushi. I sure had fun.